I used to think my moment would come with loud applause, a spotlight on me, everything falling perfectly into place. But life rarely works the way we imagine. For years, I carried this dream like a fragile glass, afraid to let it slip, afraid to let go, afraid to admit how much it meant to me. I waited through long nights wondering if I was even on the right path. I replayed my choices, questioning every step. I watched others get their moments while mine stayed out of reach. And sometimes, the waiting hurt more than the failures. Failure at least gave you closure. Waiting was like carrying an open wound every single day. It was in those moments of solitude that I found a flicker of determination buried deep within me. I realized that waiting wasn't about passively hoping for change. It was about preparing myself for the journey ahead. I embraced the doubts and failures, turning them into lessons rather than burdens. My heart whispered that every step, even the missteps, were part of a greater story. The moment I had waited for was not just about the destination, it was about the growth along the way. And so I stood up, dusted myself off, and chose to believe in my own power to create my moment. The disbelief quickly melted into a wave of joy that washed over me, filling every corner of my heart. In that moment, all the late nights, all the doubts, and all the struggles seemed worth it. The journey hadn't been easy, but it was mine, and I had held on tight despite the odds. I took a deep breath, letting the realization sink in as the warmth of the setting sun enveloped me, signaling that a new chapter was unfolding. But still, I held on. Not because I was sure, but because something deep inside refused to let the dream die. And then, one ordinary day, it happened. Not in the grand way I pictured. No crowd, no music, no dramatic pause. It came in the middle of a quiet afternoon, the sun spilling through the window, the world moving on like nothing was different. No one was watching. No one knew my life was about to change. And honestly, I almost didn't notice it myself. It was just an email, just a call, just one word. Yes, the yes I had been chasing for so long. The yes that had carried me through countless no's and maybe laters. I stood there staring at it, and the strangest thing happened. I didn't cry. I didn't jump up and down. I didn't rush to tell anyone. I just smiled. A slow, quiet smile that felt like an exhale I'd been holding for years. Because in that moment I realized the dream wasn't about the result. It was about who I became while waiting. The strength I didn't know I had. The patience I never wanted to learn but needed to. The faith to keep going when nothing seemed to move. And that's when it hit me. The moment I had been waiting for wasn't just arriving now. It had been growing inside me all along, shaping itself through every setback, every tear, every act of courage no one else saw. I thought I was waiting for life to change. But all along life was changing me. So if you're still waiting, don't despise the wait. Don't curse the quiet seasons where nothing seems to happen. Those are the seasons where roots grow deep, where unseen strength is built, where you are being prepared for something greater than you can imagine. And when your moment comes, it may not look the way you dreamed. No spotlight, no fireworks, no grand announcement, but it will be yours. It will fit the shape of your soul perfectly, and you'll realize every step, every delay, every not yet was never a punishment, but a preparation. Because sometimes the moment you've been waiting for doesn't change your life instantly. It simply reveals that you've been becoming the person who could live it fully all along. In those quiet moments of stillness where doubt once lived, a shift happens. The trials and victories, big or small, weave together, creating the unique fabric of your journey. Understand that the waiting is part of the process, carving out the strength and wisdom you need. Each moment prepares you, setting the stage for a life fully lived, where dreams meet reality.